Hi, my name is Karen Douglas and I am your consultant for Williams Pampered Chef Party, and thank you so much for joining us. I started purchasing Pampered Chef about 30 years ago. This is my first item I purchased, a pizza stone. You can see it's well seasoned. That's what it's supposed to look like after 30 years. And it has lasted great and I still use it. The new pizza stones actually are dishwasher safe. The older ones are hand wash only. And I tell you that because I want you to know that the items I've purchased long ago are still working well. About that same time frame, I purchased my egg slicer. Still works just fine. I noticed that they do sell a replacement blade for the egg slicer, but I don't need it. I also purchased my crinkle cut. These are like $17 or $18 right now. The design has actually changed in the last 20 years. It's now got a curve to it, but it works just the same. It puts a nice little crinkle cut on whatever you're cutting, potatoes or vegetables. So those are all items. I want to share a few more items from my kitchen that I really enjoy using or that are a time saver. My apple slice and corer. I eat a lot of apples, and I have littles that spend time with me and they eat lots of apples too. This is a real quick way to slice that apple up. And thinking about sliced fruit and littles, this is a new product for Pampered Chef. It came out a few months ago. It's called the cup slicer. And what it does, it cuts soft fruit and vegetables. You just put your fruit and vegetables on the cutting board and just chop, chop, chop. The strawberries will slice and then move up and then move up. Mushrooms I've done, bananas I've done, grapes. Why I love it is that my littles can ask for a snack. And sometimes when I offer them strawberries or bananas, there's like, oh, what else do you have? But then when I say you can use the cup slicer, they're like, yes. And when they get involved in preparing the snack, they're more likely to want it. This last few months, I've been replacing all of my kitchen utensils with the silicone utensils from Pampered Chef. They're very durable. They have a high temperature that they will endure. I think it's 450. You can read the details to know for sure. And the reason I've decided that is important is when I compared my new with my old, I realized my old inexpensive pancake flipper actually had little melted edges on it. And that meant what was melting off was melting into probably my pancakes. So I have decided to pay a little more because my health is worth it. This little gem, a mix and chop, I think that's what it's called, maybe it's a chop and mix, is amazing for ground hamburger or turkey, for squash and avocados, for mashing potatoes. This is one of the top seller items currently. I don't know what place it's in, but this has been a real hot item. And a big spatula. So there's lots of utensils that Pampered Chef sells that are available to you, and they're all top quality and they're going to last for years. Many of them have a 3 to 5 year guarantee, but as I shared, many of my items have lasted much longer than that. Another thing that I am updating my kitchen with is with prep bowls. This is a 1 cup prep bowl. This is a 2 cup prep bowl. I believe they come in 3 sizes. I am replacing all my Rubbermaid containers with glass because we know that glass is better. I can see through it. It's not cloudy. It's got a nice lid. It's durable enough. I can actually pack it into my lunchbox and not worry about it breaking. It's nice heavy glass. And I deserve that update. So that's what I'm doing with some of my Pampered Chef allowance. They have pantry items. So there's a pie crust, rosemary focaccia bread, brownie. This one's gluten-free. If you go to the pantry section of Pampered Chef, you can see all that their mixes that they have available. You will find that some of them will be definitely worth the price for you. And some of them you might say, oh, that price is a little bit steep for me. And that's really just personal preference. For me, the pie crust is worth it. It tastes delicious and it's easy to use. You use the pie crust with some butter and some cold water. It rolls out really nice, and it certainly makes a homemade pie crust without me having to worry about all the other ingredients and the measurements. I love having the brownie mix on hand because it's gluten-free, and I have a couple friends that are gluten-free, and it's nice to know that I've got something in my cupboard I can just grab and make. The other thing you'll find in the pantry area are all sorts of seasonings, and we love them all because you take a regular hamburger and you put some seasoning on it and you've got something different, or into your pasta or on top of your pizza. Rosemary herb, garlic parmesan, my current personal favorite, on roasted potatoes, on pasta, on vegetables, on bread, on my baked potato, on my popcorn. I've got a seasoning salt, an Italian herb. There's a few like this that you can mix with sour cream or mayo or yogurt and make yourself a little dip. This one's called French onion dip. Smoky barbecue, we just had that on our chicken, it was delicious. My husband loves the salt and vinegar on a variety of things. Most recently, I believe he put it on chicken. There's some cinnamon, garlic. So check out these seasonings. They're reasonably priced, they last a long time, and they are quite delicious. Their bakeware is very good. This is a bar pan. You could make miniature cakes or meatloafs or all sorts of things. It's a heavy duty. It's non-stick. It's a unique shape. Lots of fun. Individual bundt cakes. I love this one. I can make a cake mix. I do a lot of things by mixes, and I can pour it in and have several individual desserts. Our favorite is carrot cake with a cream cheese frosting. They pop out super easy, and I love that because that allows me to be successful. And then a donut pan. They have a donut hole pan. They have a brownie pan, so you have a crisp edge all the way around, or they have a mini bite brownie pan. Smaller, you can get 24 off of a pan. So you want to check out the baking goods. And then cookware. This one is somewhat new to us. We've had it a couple months. It's, you can see, a square pan. It's heavy. I wish you could feel it. It's a nice heavy pan. It's a gorgeous blue. It goes from oven to table to refrigerator. It's got a lid for storage. You can bake double and put one in the freezer. And so that's just really super handy. So I'm at 7 minutes now, and that is more than long enough. If you've watched to the end, congratulations and thank you so much. I really want William to get some rewards, so I hope you will consider spending some time in the catalog and seeing what you may want to purchase. There are several items that are currently 35% off. I am still doing an early bird special, and I think that you will find some things that you love. If you enjoy Pampered Chef after the party, feel free to hop over to my group, Mama Doug's Pampered Chef Friends, and you can follow my journey. Have a great evening. Good night.